Alright guys, welcome back. I'm a little late to getting this last war out for Season 52, but we're in the off-season now. But let's get the... I sped through a bunch of fights here. We've got Cassie versus Man-Thing on the first fight on Path 3. He has nothing to do with the actual node, no armor-ups, but he is a global defender. Cassie is actually quite good because, again, poison immune, buff immune, and we can get all those power stings to get the passive heal block for the as a global attacker, and we can just absolutely shred Man-Thing here. So get a bunch of power stings on. He's not poison immune, so we can apply a poison to help keep the power stings on. And yeah, we just absolutely shred through this guy here. It's pretty nice, and I did speed up the fights here. Again, if you're new to the channel, I do 2 accounts at the moment. It's Path 1 and Path 3, so you're going to get a lot of fights. There's going to be between the path fights and the minis, we get quite a bit of war action each war. And here we got a Mojo. Cassie is again it's nothing to worry about except for Mojo. But Cassie, again, buff immune, so absolutely shreds Mojo here. Mojo has no armor-ups, so nothing to deal with the node at all. There, I like shrinking down during Mojo's Special 1. You can actually get a lot of power stings up that way because Mojo's Special 1 has so many hits. So if you time it right, you're actually going to get a ton of power stings there. Just make sure that you have enough Pim particles there before you shrink down, or else you don't want to passively stun yourself. But there again, we can get the poison on to pause the power stings. One more, and down goes Mojo. Now, if we hop on to Section 1, or Path 1 of Section 1, we're going to take Viv against Thing here. I do have Odin, and I do put the Odin pre-fights, I believe, on this first fight. Yes, for Viv. Nothing to do with the node itself, but for a fight later on, so I might as well have the Odin buffs on the entire time. And I'm trying to think that that might actually be something that is going to come into play potentially later. And I think that might be my issue that I've been trying to solve this entire time. And maybe that is the case. I'm not sure, but we're going to see. But in pretty easy fight there with Viv against Thing there, as long as I kept my counting up. Rintra here on Masochism. Again, as a global attacker, Viv has super easy access to heal block. Against Rintra, I have to be careful and make sure I am knocking down Rintra all the time, also keeping my heal blocks on. And here we're going to go for a Special 2, but I go too close to the wall, and I've done that mistake before. 10 charges against Rintra when you hit him against the wall is going to cause unblockable and unstoppable. But it's fine here. We take a little bit of chip damage, or a couple hits, and it's not terrible. There we're going to go for a Special 2, but this time we have enough distance, and he's at 1 charge now, so that's fine. I have to be careful here. Again, I'm going to go for a double medium, make sure I get my heal block on, then I drop another couple Special 1s here, and do some damage and remove those charges again. Nice heavy counter, and then again, bait the special here, get my heal block back on, drop another Special 1, and at this point, I just am trying to keep his charges in check, and he's done. So, very nice fight. Again, one little mistake, but we figure it out. Next is Kushala on the Never Back Down healing node. I did some testing with Viv. The Special 2 will get the usual damage in. I won't be able to spam Special 1s because the Special 1s do incinerate damage, and Kushala is incinerate immune. So luckily, I practiced this beforehand. So my usual Viv rotation of Special 2 into unblockable special ones is not going to do any damage for me. What I need to do is I'm just going to keep building up to special 2s again. That's all I really need to do, and I can go ahead and get my heal block on to avoid any of the healing from the Never Back Down regen. I can evade as usual. As long as I have my heal block on, I will be fine. So that is all I'm doing, baiting special 1s over and over again while I go ahead and drop some special 2s. Okay, now this fight I'm going to slow down, and I do have the Odin pre-fights. Now, shocker here, I don't know, it's a buffet node, but normally at the beginning of the fight, I do not get nullified. Here, he nullifies all my buffs, and that's the node. It's nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with Shocker, but my Odin buffs got nullified, my armor ups got nullified, and I only realized that as I was preparing this video and looking back at this fight, because I remember doing it and thinking, okay, I'm going to do my usual special 2, like I'm doing right now, and now I should be able to shoot up. I should have a bunch of solar charges right now, but I only realize after I do my first special 1 that even though I screw up here, I make a mistake, that's fine, but I have no solar charges left. Normally I get 3 back-to-back special 1s, but instead I throw this second one and it's doing no damage. I look at the top left, I have no charges there. So it was driving me crazy trying to figure out what was going on. I tried to recover in the fight, but where I think the fight should have almost been over. And then the strangest thing happens here. I'm going to back away from a punch. I'm going to try to evade, and he air punches me. I've never seen that happen before in the game. If you've seen that before, please let me know. But I got air punched there. I'm pretty sure I was out of the hitbox, but that is a strange one for me. But I go into the fight, and again, my armor ups are nullified. Viv is immune to nullify as long as she has armor ups, and she has 16 at the start of the fight. So there is really no reason that I can think of why in this particular matchup. Maybe it is the Odin pre-fights, and those were able to get nullified, and then it also nullified my armor ups at the same time. I don't know if it's an order of operations thing, but I don't know why that happened and I lost all my armor ups, and that kind of screwed up my fight. It was 1 death. It didn't make a difference to the war, but it was just frustrating trying to figure out why that happened. If anyone knows anything about that, please let me know. Here we have the Thorns node here. I brought in Corvus for this Sam Wilson. It is really annoying because I don't think I used a 200% power back boost on this one. Maybe I did, but there I miss that first hit of the special 2. And I think that kind of messed me up a little bit here. I end up running out of glaive charges, and then I'm not bleed immune if I don't have the glaive charges on. Maybe I could have paused and just tried to hit into the block to the end of the fight. Instead, I'm just kind of parrying and getting myself stuck against the wall. I have to throw a special 2. I'm taking a couple ticks of bleed damage here and there because I'm trying to play this one slow. I'm trying to parry his armor ups away because I can armor break those armor ups with a parry, but obviously they keep coming back, so it's a bit of a frustrating one here. I take a whole bunch of chip damage from the bleeds as I wait for my glaives to charges to come back, and we do end up getting the solo. I probably could have played it a lot better, but it's fine. We got through it, and I needed him for this Red Skull fight, which I hate kind of fighting Red Skull, but if I have Corvus, then it's great. He's an easy option here for this Red Skull because you can parry and remove all the armor ups, and once you remove the armor ups, then or at least you can actually you can do a well-timed block to remove them, and then you can parry the rest of the way as long as he removes your chance to parry when he has armor ups. So there, that worked great. 2 more fights left. I've got this Cassie laying against this Feats of Vigilance America Chavez. Now, the beauty of that, sometimes this Feats of Vigilance node is really annoying because there's a chance for you to get faltered. But as long as I'm putting on, if I get that heal block from the global, then I don't have to, right now, I don't have to worry about the vigilance, or at least the falter. I don't have to worry about falter at all. That'll be fine. Here, I'm just trying, even though I'm failing at the moment, I'm just trying to bait special ones over and over again. Get that, get a special one off, get the taunt on, so that I can get those special ones faster. If America Chavez goes to a special 2, there is a chance I can evade the entire thing by shrinking down and avoiding it. So there is a chance for that. But even here, I wasn't worried about the falter too much, because I can't miss as a global attacker if I have that passive heal block on. So once I get into a good move, like a good rotation here, then she just keeps throwing specials over and over again. Every time she throws a special, it's refreshing those power stings. And so every time she throws a special, she's just taking more and more damage. So that's all I need to do. Bait those there. Wasn't perfect, but I get the special 1 in. Here, I'm going to shrink down and not take any damage from that special 2. I do get clipped here by a special 1 afterwards, but as long as I can avoid that special 2, that is great. Cassie's one of those champions that has an ability to, even if it's an unblockable special 2, we can move out of the way of that one. So it's not too bad. But here, we just continue with more of the same. Let America Chavez throw those specials, eat that power sting damage, and we are in a good position here. Even when it refreshes the power stings, it also refreshes the heal block. So that is really, really nice interaction there. You don't have to put on a new debuff, because it counts as a new debuff when you refresh them. So it counts towards that debuff total. Last but not least, I had a hazard shift domino here, bleed and shock, which is why we had the Odin pre-fights on Viv, so she is bleed and shock immune. And even though at the beginning of the fight here, I shouldn't have gone for a full combo. I should have gone with my usual 3-hit combos against Domino. Instead, she evades me. I take a bunch of damage, and I have to fight my way back. But because my armor ups were intact, you can see the normal 15 solar charges that I have, and now I'm in a position where I can go ahead, get to my special 1 when she's below a special 1, and I can throw 1 unblockable special 1. There she was still above a bar power, so I'm going to just quickly phase, do another special 1, and quickly evade the special, and throw a 3rd unblockable special 1 as soon as that special is done. So one last one, and that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the war, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.